Hey guys, so this weekend I am heading off to Denmark for the World Cross Country Championships. And so while I was packing, I'm like, why don't I show everyone what it's like to pack all of my food for international travel, and I'm gonna be over there for a week. So let's dive in. So I've been racing for the last 10 years, and one of the things I've learned as a really great trick for someone that has allergies, like I do, gluten, dairy, egg, and soy, it's really hard to trust where you're going with the food and what options you'll have, especially when I travel internationally to another country like Denmark. I don't necessarily know what some of their snacks are gonna be, what kind of milks they might have, what carbs they serve. And so the best way that I can, prepare and protect myself is by bringing my own snacks, and then hopefully when I get over there, there'll either be a grocery store or someone in the hotel that can help navigate the food. And so since I'm packing all this food, it's just kind of a safety net for me to make sure I'm covering all my bases. So let's start with the 10-hour plane ride that I'm gonna have from South Carolina to Denmark, because I'm going to South Carolina for an appearance before World Cross. So also what's really challenging being on a plane for that long is they have a lot of allergy-friendly meals on planes, but they never really tick all of my boxes. I think they either have dairy-free, vegan, gluten-free, but since I have a lot of different allergies, there's a lot of overlap. So of course, my biggest go-to is my own energy bars, Picky Bars. Sometimes I've been known to consume 4 or 5 of these on a 10-hour flight, but I know they sit well with my stomach. It's something I eat every day, so I'm just really comfortable with it. Picky Bars. Then I get kind of creative and I bring a can of black beans. Preferably I'd have one that has the pull-off lid, since it's probably not safe to bring a can opener on an airplane, so I need to get one of those. But this is just a great way for me to have protein, because most of the snacks that I am packing are very carb heavy, and that's something I do miss when I'm traveling. I don't get a lot of protein because a lot of the meals and snacks are inherently very carb rich. So something like a can of black beans or maybe a can of garbanzo beans is what I'll pack for the plane ride. Then for when I'm over in Denmark, almond milk, that's one of my favorite go-to milks, and these are cute little single packs that once I get over there, hopefully I can either get a mini fridge in the hotel, or sometimes the hotel is nice enough to store this in their own kitchen. So don't be afraid to ask. That's something that throughout my career, I've seen a lot of athletes either be embarrassed or nervous for their allergies, and they don't want to bother anyone. It's not like this is something that is a burden on anyone else. If you ask, a lot of times hospitality is really going to go out of their way, and I've had so many people help me out. I think when I went to Uganda a few years ago for World Cross, I actually brought them a hot breakfast cereal, and they made it every morning for me, which was super cool. So just having that in mind and not feeling embarrassed and speaking up. So I bring almond milk with me. Then I have my 2 go-to cereals, just gluten-free corn puffs and corn flakes. And so that'll be a lot of my breakfasts and snacks while I'm there. And if I'm lucky, I'll figure out what the hotel breakfasts are. If there's something that I think I can have, I would look for something like Canadian bacon, because I know that's really big over in Europe, and I love bacon. And then I'd ask for breakfast potatoes and or some just fresh fruit. So that would kind of be my breakfast while I'm traveling over there. Always have nut butters on hand. I'll bring a whole thing of either maple almond butter or honey peanut butter with me. And then for the plane ride, because this is too much to go on a plane, I will bring little individual packets. A lot of nuts, you'll start to notice. Nuts are full of fat and protein. These fill you up and can keep you satisfied longer on the plane. I bring pistachios, trail mix. Trail mix is pretty basic. This has cashews, pepitas, almonds, raisins, cranberries, and then sometimes if I have little dark chocolate bites, I might throw that in my trail mix. More nut butters, Jiffy, peanut butter to go. So I'll pack some Gatorade in my check bags. Obviously I can't bring this on the plane, but what I do also like to bring is I have little individual powder packets of Gatorade, and I'll pack that inside a water bottle. And I also use Pedialyte, to help with potassium and sodium levels. I'm making sure I'm hydrated while I'm flying that long. You guys have seen this in a previous episode, but this is my favorite pasta. This is something that when I get over there, this will require the help of the staff at the hotel. I will ask if they'll make this in the kitchen for me for dinner. And again, that might be something that you're not comfortable with, but it never hurts to ask. The worst thing they could do is say no. I have had situations where they won't do it, and so take matters into my own hands. I bring my own rice cooker. You can see I just made some rice to travel with right here. This might seem like kind of an ordeal, but it's really not. You just put it inside something soft in your suitcase, wrap it up, and it stays really safe. And I can have this in my hotel room. You can do rice in here. You can also slow cook gluten-free pasta in here. You can also make hot breakfast cereal. So for people who do oatmeal, you can make oatmeal in rice cookers. So this is such a great thing to have and travel with me. And we've been traveling with this since I think 2012 when I ran the Honolulu Marathon. We actually brought a rice cooker and a hot plate, and in a hot plate, Ben was cooking bacon and potatoes in the hotel room. It probably smelled really funny and looked really funny to the maid service, like, why is their room smell like bacon? But I can't really take any chances with my allergies, and it's a way that I can just control that I'm getting enough food in while I'm traveling, and I don't have the excuse of, oh, I just couldn't get enough to eat because of all my allergies. Like, I can't have those excuses as a pro athlete. Then just some fun treats. I bring pop chip potato chips. These will probably make it through 1 hour plane ride over to Denmark. I'll probably finish these, and then I'll bring another for the week. My own coffee, because I am a bit of a coffee snob, and I really like good tasting coffee, and sometimes you can't trust what hotel coffee is like. So I will grind some coffee before I leave, and then I'll bring, this is a little, I forget the name, it's a Melita press. You basically take a mug and you put this on top of your mug, and then you get a filter, a little better than this, and you just pour however much grounds of coffee you want, hot water over it, and boom, now you have your own fresh brewed cup of coffee. I was a savior when we were in Uganda also for World Cross, because a lot of the US team was like craving that afternoon coffee, and the hotel didn't serve afternoon coffee. So I was in our room like taking orders from the US team. So maybe that'll happen again on this trip, and that's fun. Random, a sweet potato. There's a chance they have a microwave. Maybe I can microwave this. I might bring 1 or 2 more sweet potatoes. But these are just chances to have extra carbohydrates in case I can't get them in Denmark. And the last things that I bring with me are my vitamins. These are the vitamins that I take on a daily basis. We've got vitamin D, folate, ferrous sulfate iron, a probiotic for my stomach, vitamin C pure powder. So a lot of people will see like those emergency packets, but those are filled with honestly a lot of just extra things you don't need. And this is the purest form of vitamin C. It's like really sour. You just put a tablespoon or 2 in a thing of water. It's really funny when you take it. But this thing is so great to have, especially when you're traveling through airports with lots of different people, lots of germs, something I like to take with me. And I usually take vitamin C probably 2 or 3 times a week, and I do it post really hard workouts when I know my immune system is a little suppressed. So this will be a great thing to have on international travel with me. Because I have so many different vitamins, I am like an old person and I have a pill box, so it reminds me what days to take them, and then it can tell me, oh, I already took my iron pill, let's make sure you take your vitamin D pill, or I already took my folate. And the vitamins I take are not just random vitamins, it's based on blood tests that I've had over time that tell me these are the areas I need to focus my supplements on, because I don't get a lot of these vitamins and nutrients from my own diet based on my allergy restrictions. So I wouldn't say just go shooting in the dark and taking a bunch of supplements, but it's really important to track your own blood levels and figure out, hey, are you missing something, and could some of these supplements really help you? So that is pretty much how I am packing for Denmark. Hopefully I have enough room in my suitcase to actually pack clothes. But no, it's a really fun and exciting time to be able to, at 35 years old, go on my 2nd world trip to the World Cross Country Teams, World Cross Country Championships, representing Team USA, and just hoping to do my best and hopefully will help bring Team USA bring home a medal. So thanks for joining me on another Sundays with Steph. If you guys have any questions on these foods or some of it sparked your interest, please drop a comment in the comment section below, and I hope you guys enjoyed today. See you next Sunday. Oh, that's a great question. I'm not exactly sure if the race will be streamed, but if you search World Cross Country Championships or IAAF in Aarhus, Denmark, there is a website, and hopefully that will have something. Or follow NAZ Elite, because Coach Ben will always have information on when you can watch, but it will also be really early in the morning on Saturday the 30th. So if it is streamed and any of you guys want to wake up and watch it, I would really appreciate it, but no hard feelings if you don't want to get up that early.